Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see just what is going on when it comes to your month of January 2022. And just a quick reminder, I do not appear in my monthly tarot forecasts because, well, I do use more cards and people like to see the cards, and that's what we're going to be doing today, as always. And if you're watching your rising sign forecast, remember your rising sign's giving you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign forecast is showing up. And your moon sign, well, that's giving you the less prominent, albeit still significant side story that's also playing out throughout the course of the month. And if you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you may follow the links in the down bar below. And I've got a sale going on right now through the 31st of December 2021, 25% off all gift certificates as well as appointments. And that, of course, does also lead into 2022, because even if you can't get an appointment right now, those gift certificates do not expire until December 31st, 2022. And don't forget to also like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and engagement helps this channel out a lot. So what's going on when it comes to your month? Well, your big focus this month is the Two of Wands upright. It's time to get a lot of shows on the road that have been waiting for their turn. Now, that's the big thing about the Two of Wands. We're not necessarily seeing new things getting started, which may be, again, for the best, what with this Venus retrograde and that Mercury retrograde. But with the Two of Wands, we're talking about things that have already been waiting their turn, waiting in the wings. They've already been started, maybe started small, started slow, that are ready to become more substantial and more powerful and more impactful, getting their day in the sun. With the Two of Wands, this will likely come in the form of commitments as well as agreements and plans of action that have been taking baby steps, again, accelerating in their growth, as well as even alliances and partnerships becoming a lot more powerful in order to be able to contribute more. And the same thing happens with you, where you are also going to be finding that you can contribute more to a lot of initiatives that maybe you've only been able to spare so much for. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, you do have the Nine of Wands upright. And this month, the Nine of Wands is giving you a beautiful opportunity to actually wall out or clear away a pervasive obstacle to a new level of prominence that you would like to see either in your field or as it relates to home economics or just your financial condition as it is. The Nine of Wands is setting you up for a new kind of success because it is actually clearing away not only a lot of, let's just say, detractive elements from your life, but it is actually giving a lot more power, giving a lot more protection to sensitive projects or maybe deeply passionate, more heart-centered projects, things that are actually going to be helping you speed along to the attainment of a major goal that, as we talked about with the Two of Wands upright, may have been sort of set aside for whatever reason. The Nine of Wands is also setting up new, stronger, better fortified, better protected foundations for you, both professionally and financially. And so we are also getting set up to not only just have a newfound success, but to keep that secure and keep it protected, I guess you could say, from the elements. However, with the King of Pentacles reversed, a lot of you may also find that this month could be fraught with some issues around confronting corruption as it relates to a financial, professional, or family matter that has been taken over by either an unhealthy, unbalanced, or toxic priority or toxic narrative. Now, this could be going on in your industry, this could be going on in your field or your office, or possibly a legacy that was left from an old authority figure in your life in some way. And again, this could also be a family matter. However, we can confront this. We can shut this down. But it may be difficult at times because some people are attached to those systems, or some people may even resonate with it in spite of the corruption or in spite of the negative collateral effects that these kinds of work ethics or these kinds of goals or priorities have. And so you may have your work cut out for you here as well. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you do have the Two of Cups upright, as well as the Queen of Wands upright. And with the Two of Cups upright, I'm actually seeing a powerful union that is already established, becoming all the more prominent, all the more helpful, all the more involved with you. Now, this could actually be a wonderful evolution in an alliance or a business partnership or a collaboration that you are now getting to see the full blessings of. You are actually getting a chance to see the full potential of. And this could be something that is not only just blessed by the fact that it's finally happening, but the other or others in this situation are also going to be getting really set up with some kind of new gain or some kind of new influence themselves that's going to be transforming the caliber of this union into something all the more productive. The Queen of Wands is also coming in and boosting you in some way. Somebody's with the hookup, whether it's one of these collaborators or a completely different matter, somebody with the hookup is actually throwing a lot of their power and their strength behind you this month. And this could actually be promoting you, this could be propagating you, or they could be operating as some kind of go-between, some kind of matchmaker to seal a very important deal on your behalf. And it's granting a wish that you have made in recent history. When it comes to your challenge this month, you do have the Ace of Swords upright, as well as the Three of Wands reversed. And with the Ace of Wands upright, the Ace of Swords upright, you Gemini people, your biggest challenge is to take the green light when it turns green. Know when to put your foot on the gas when you have a green light and an open road. This can be a weird month with the Ace of Swords, because it's not necessarily a negative challenge, but if you are used to being overly cautious, overly conservative, overly careful, then you may not necessarily take as many steps as you could when it comes to your own progress, when it comes to your own growth. And slow and steady may win the race at the end of the day, but the Ace of Swords upright is indicating here that the definition of what is slow and the definition of what is steady is also changing. So we might want to get current with that before we just continue about an old way or an old work ethic or plan of action. The Three of Wands reversed as a challenge is also indicating that this is a month where you need to be careful about falling behind because of said maybe cautiousness, because the Three of Wands reversed is indicating there could be some opportunities for you to make up for lost time this month. But if we are not engaged, if we take too much downtime, if we take too much time to ponder, we overthink things, or maybe we spend a little bit too much time trying to plot out the perfect course, over planning, over processing, we are going to create a lot of unnecessary delays. And it's going to be important for you to make sure your head is in the game. Don't bench yourself, and don't give too much deference to other people to take executive actions that you are getting permission to take yourself. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you do have the Three of Swords reversed and the Knight of Wands upright. And with the Three of Swords reversed, a lot of you Gemini people are going to be getting a chance to finally confront either a shadow, whether it's a present shadow or a shadow of the past, that has been lingering over your love life, or having too much of a say, too much of an influence over the development of either a new relationship opportunity, which most likely will be coming for a lot of you, or maybe your present family situation or your marriage. And with the Three of Swords reversed, this is something that I think has been given space for long enough. Now, whether this is just old unfinished business, or this may be a wound, this may be a complex, this may be a factor coming from the external, such as friends and family, it's been a tolerated sickness that we can cure this month. May be difficult in the beginning because, some people may take the idea of curing a sickness that was once given space personally, for again, just ego reasons, but there is a chance here for us to not even have to have a seat at the table for this issue anymore. And the Knight of Wands upright is indicating we're seeing a lot more courageous activity going on anyway from partners, as well as even from new people. Partners and new intendeds and recent folks are actually going to become a lot more adventurous, a lot more experimental during this month. We're actually seeing them becoming a lot more active, not only socially, but I feel like there is more inclination from them as well to take a much less unnecessarily cautious approach to how we are handling our future as a couple, as a partnership, or as a family, which is nice. In fact, when we're talking about adventurousness, experimentation, a lot of boundaries are getting redefined here. And I think that this could be really good because sometimes if the boundary becomes a container, it's not necessarily serving the way it should. And measures to rectify that and replace it with a better system will be put on the table. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because you know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.